짠짠 산나 골퀴 짠짠 산나 골퀴 짠짠
Hey, leave him alone! Easy.
Almost home. Just a little further. Hey, buddy. Easy. He's hurt.
Good boy, buddy.
Good boy, buddy. You're really looking after him.
I'm still my big baby.
Good job, buddy.
Go on. You belong up there. It's okay, buddy. He's home now. Buddy! Hey, buddy, come back! Oh no, hang on. Going home.
It's been 626 days since I started this gochujang back in 2023. I started with a base of chili powder and fermented bean powder. I added soju, malted barley water, and plum syrup to create a fairly bright and watery paste, which I added to this Korean earthenware pot. Now I checked in on it a few times, and at first it didn't seem like much was happening. But then, once this hit a year, things started to change drastically. The color darkened and the paste thickened, but most of all the flavor started to deepen. At 1 year it was tasting pretty deep and rich, nothing like the store-bought gochujang. But it wasn't spicy enough, so I added some chili flakes. But I still extracted a small glass jar's worth to keep this in the fridge, and then set the rest back to age a little bit more. In that time, I'd kind of forgotten about this until I moved into my new studio and was moving some of my ferments over. So let's wipe off the dust and crack this open one last time. Now, not only is this hard to see on camera, but it was also pretty hard to see in real life because of how dark this had become. But scraping away some of the top layer, it's only just a little bit lighter inside. I'm going to scoop out all of the gochujang into a bowl, which gives us a good look at the real color. Way darker than when we started, and still way darker than anything that you can get in the stores. Now, giving this a taste, it's deep and rich, and spicier than before since I added the extra chili flakes. I don't really think the extra time has made that much of a difference. We can even compare this to the jar I extracted 8 months ago and see that not much has actually changed. And the same kind of goes for the flavor, other than it being a bit spicier. With that said, I'm going to transfer this gochujang into an airtight glass jar and keep this in the fridge from now on. If you've been here for the full 20 months, congratulations. If you're new here and you want to see more, make sure you're following along because this is kind of my thing.